Where you're from has a large part in determining who you are. The people,
the neighborhoods, the cultures.
It's all a part of what makes you,
you. That also goes for the ghost stories, urban legends,
and histories. Things that happened long ago still have a way of shaping our lives today.
We're retelling yesterday's stories so you won't forget them tomorrow.
Watch closely, and just maybe, you'll discover a little something about who you are.
It's about the history behind the legends and the stories behind the facts.
We call them
hometown tales.
Because every town has one. On this episode of Hometown Tales, we went to Hillsborough Middle School, where we spoke to Miss Moreno and Miss Doyle's literacy classes, talking to them about hometown tales, folklore, urban legends. The place was packed. I was a little nervous, and it might seem as an odd segue, but I think I was a little bit more nervous when I ordered my first Taylor ham, egg, and cheese sandwich. You see, I'm from Santa Fe, New Mexico, and there is no Taylor ham. There is no such thing as pork roll out there. So it took me about 2 years of living in Jersey before I had the courage to order one. With that in mind, please enjoy the next segment, Pork Roll, the meat that divides the state, on Hometown Tales. Live in New Jersey long enough, and you're going to end up walking into a diner or a deli for breakfast. And in every single one, there's an item on the menu that is unique to this state. A sandwich that you won't find anywhere else. It's a sandwich comprised of only 3 ingredients, fried up and tossed on a round roll, perhaps with a dash of salt and pepper, or a puddle of ketchup. It's simple enough, yet it's become the foundation for one of New Jersey's most bitter, most complex arguments. That sandwich is called the pork roll, egg, and cheese. That sandwich is called the Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. And therein lies the problem. One sandwich, 2 names. Argument number 1. What do you call it?
I ordered the pork roll, egg, and cheese. Actually, to be extremely correct, I used the nomenclature Taylor ham, egg, and cheese.
I don't know.
Taylor ham sandwich?
You're going to get a pork roll,
Right.
egg, and cheese. Every time I get breakfast sandwich, I order it with a pork roll.
Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. Can I get it on a bagel?
Well, pork roll is called Taylor ham.
Taylor ham. Some people call it Taylor ham, some call it pork roll.
Like, we're traditional Taylor ham people.
A lot of people say Taylor ham. Yeah. I don't really hear pork roll a lot.
Yeah.
I say pork roll. But I love the name Taylor. It's actually going to be the name of my firstborn girl.
I say pork roll. No, I say Taylor ham.
It just wouldn't be Hometown Tales if we didn't have yet another expert interview. So we went to a place that orders its Taylor ham by tonnage, the legendary Summit Diner in Summit, New Jersey.
I own the Summit Diner with my partner, John Anastas. Well, we have a plain Taylor ham sandwich, we have a Taylor ham and cheese, a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, we have Taylor ham and egg platter with eggs, potatoes and toast, we have French toast with Taylor ham, pancake. Taylor ham they like a lot. It goes pretty fast.
I'm Sandra Stewart. I've been here 18 years, and I'll be here 19 in November. Most people ask for the slider, and that's what they call Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. I even like it, too. But most of them say pork roll. But, and then half say Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. So it doesn't matter. I know what they're talking about. Yes. Yep, I'm fine for now.
Put a little pepper on the bacon and egg to go.
So far, it's about 50-50 across the state between pork roll and Taylor ham. The Taylor ham pork roll argument is not a unique one. It's really just a lot of people mistaking the brand name for the actual product. It happens all the time. Take the Frisbee. That's just the brand name for the flying disc. Kleenex is really facial tissue. The Band-Aid, adhesive bandage. And Taylor ham is just one guy's version of pork roll. It of course leads to another question. Who was this Taylor guy? Obviously, Taylor ham comes from the Taylor Provision Company of Trenton, New Jersey. Born in 1837, John B. Taylor founded Taylor Provisions, as well as the Taylor Opera House here in Trenton. To us, his name is now a legend, and it's the one we use whenever we order the Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. But was John Taylor the first guy to make pork roll?
Let's make a case for Case's pork roll. In 1870, George Washington Case, a farmer and a butcher from Belmead, New Jersey, began selling a roll of smoked pork he made from his own special recipe. At the time, Mr. Case's pork roll was known as the original Jersey ham.
There are far more arguments connected with a sandwich meat than simply, what do you call it? Just as heated is argument number 2. What's the best way to have it?
Today I ordered it on a bagel, a sourdough bagel to be exact. Salt, pepper, ketchup, pork roll, actually Taylor ham, egg and cheese, some golden spicy mustard on the side.
The preferable way to serve it here in New Jersey is with cheese on a round roll.
I didn't even ask if they had Tabasco. Normally what I would do is I would take the mustard and the Tabasco, make a little slurry, for dipping. Most people would find that disgusting, but how about you, ma'am?
Somebody got relish on it once.
Hot sauce?
Somebody got relish on it once.
Yeah.
I always say Taylor ham on toast with a little butter and mayo and pepper. That's it, and make it thin.
Mayonnaise and butter.
I like my pork roll on a bagel with an egg.
I eat Taylor ham. I eat Taylor ham on a bagel with cheese and egg and Taylor ham. It's quite delicious.
Salt, pepper, and ketchup, or mustard?
Nothing. When you have it with a bagel and cheese and egg, you don't need anything. It's perfect, just the way it is.
They ask for like salt, pepper, ketchup on it. Some people get mayo on it too once in a while. Some people even like it with mustard. Comes out all different.
You take a hard roll, you put on lots of layers of pork roll, preferably thick, nice, juicy, warm. You add on some cheese, you add on some spicy mustard, and then you top it off with a hard roll.
My daughter loves Taylor ham. She gets a bagel and opens up the bagel immediately and just eats the Taylor ham. It's her favorite thing.
Do you guys have like mustard too or no?
My whole family puts mustard on their pork roll. Everybody puts mustard on their pork roll. It's the best way to go.
Up in my cousin's up from New York State, and up there you can't get Taylor ham. So what they do is they use Spam, and they mix it in with the eggs. They cut it into little pieces and mix it in when they're making the eggs. So it's actually Spam and eggs. And they kind of improvise because they don't get Taylor ham up there.
Okay, now for argument number 3. Deli or diner, which is better?
Can I tell you about my sandwich I had yesterday? The Hickory Tree Deli. Now I had heard that there's a definite difference between how a diner makes a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese and how a deli makes a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. I'm starting to believe the deli is the way to go, and let me tell you why. Yesterday, at the Hickory Tree Deli, we called our order in. I went and picked it up. It was wrapped in tin foil when we got there. Paid for it, brought it home. So we had no idea what was inside that tin foil until we got home. Opened it up, and they actually built the sandwich. Cheese, pork roll, cheese, pork roll, cheese, pork roll, egg, cheese. How about that? Salt, pepper, ketchup on top. It was all good.
It is ideal to have a pork roll sandwich at the diner at 3 o'clock in the morning, but on an everyday basis, I like to have it at lunch in a sub shop.
We load it up. We don't just pop 3. If somebody orders pork roll and cheese, we slice it thin. We put 6 slices on the roll. Most places would pop maybe 4, but we put 6 loaded up for you.
But you just got saying that it's the grease that makes you feel all warm inside.
Oh, absolutely.
A deli's not going to have grease like a diner has grease.
Interesting. Now, why do you say that? Just because of the griddle, all those things that are on the griddle, a little more bacon grease that maybe works its way into the eggs?
Exactly. Deli or diner, which is better? Diners have grease, good grease that makes the pork roll taste wonderful.
George Gomez's diner was this way.
But delis have deli guys. Deli guys know how to slice meats. There's nothing better than a thinly sliced Taylor ham.
Nice 6 slices here.
Hey Minogue, you want to come take your sandwich?
Yes, please.
Hometown Tales recommends a pork roll, egg, and cheese sandwich from a deli.
I'll go take my sandwich.
And I'll tender the currants.
Come on, eat it.
I gotta squish it down.
Argument number 4. Does it cure hangovers?
Yeah, it does. Soaks it all up.
I normally like to have a pork roll, egg, and cheese to soak it all up. You really can't have more than one pork roll, egg, and cheese per week, or else you'll be risking a sprain.
Absolutely it does. That's no argument. Forget these arguments for a moment and just think upon this incredibly unique and delicious sandwich that far transcends others. Not just in taste, but in experience. You see, the Taylor ham, egg, and cheese is an experience. People can remember their first one. Not many people can remember their first PB&J.
First time I've ever had pork roll. I don't know. As far back as I can remember, I think.
And the first time I had a pork roll sandwich was about a year and a half ago. Always had breakfast sandwiches with bacon, egg, and cheese. And I ordered what I thought was ham, egg, and cheese. And I ended up with this peculiar round horse meat looking thing. Actually, my girlfriend was eating a pork roll sandwich, so I finally took a bite. And I was told by my friend who was a Jersey native that that was Taylor ham. Instantly became hooked, and now every time I get a breakfast sandwich, I order it with a pork roll. And I thought it was downright awful. And I'm still cooking it to this day because it's a peculiar Jersey delicacy. Growing up in Cleveland, I had never experienced anything quite like Taylor ham, and to this day, if you leave this area, you won't see anything quite like Taylor ham.
Whatever you put on it, whatever you call it, where you get it or how you order it, do so with pride. Because the pork roll, egg, and cheese, because the Taylor ham, egg, and cheese is New Jersey's greasy little treasure alone. You can't find it anywhere else, so don't bother looking. It's as unique to the state as we are.
There were a couple friends I had in the San Francisco region where they had no idea. They had never seen pork roll, never heard of pork roll. I was talking about it at work one day, and I brought some in for them. And I handed it over to my friend, and he brought it home. He was cooking it up at home. And he came in the next day, he said, wow, that pork log was really great. He called it pork log. I don't know why he referred to it as pork log. Probably because I didn't give him a package of pre-sliced Taylor ham. I gave him, you've seen it. It comes in the wrap.